George Strait, known as the King of Country, has been a stalwart figure in country music for decades. With a career spanning more than 40 years, he has maintained a reputation for being humble and reserved. Rarely does he step into the spotlight for anything other than his music. But at 73, Strait recently opened up in a rare public interview about fellow country icon Toby Keith. While the two stars represent different aspects of the country genre, George Strait's reflections on Keith showcase a mutual respect that transcends music and speaks to their shared commitment to authenticity and integrity in the industry. Strait's roots and early life. Born in 1952 in Poteet, Texas, George Strait grew up with a deep appreciation for traditional country music. His formative years were spent in the small town of Pearsall, where the values of hard work, family, and simplicity were instilled in him early on. George was drawn to the sounds of country music legends like Hank Williams and George Jones, which heavily influenced his future sound. After high school, Strait enlisted in the U.S. Army, where he began performing with an army band, Rambling Country. These experiences shaped his career, teaching him discipline and stage presence. He later returned to Texas State University and earned a degree in agriculture, staying closely connected to the rural values that would shape his music and personal life. The early days of his musical career. In 1981, George Strait's musical journey truly began with the release of his debut single, Unwound, followed by his first album, Strait Country. His fresh, traditional style of country music stood out in a time when the genre was leaning more toward pop influences. Over the years, George's steady approach to his craft allowed him to build a remarkable career with over 30 studio albums, many of which became timeless hits. Songs like Amarillo by Mourning and I Cross My Heart showcased his ability to create emotionally resonant music that connected deeply with audiences. Despite achieving unparalleled commercial success, Strait always stayed true to his traditional country roots, which earned him the respect of both fans and peers alike. The King of Country's legacy, George Strait holds the record for the most #1 singles in any genre of music, with over 60 hits topping the Billboard country charts. This achievement is just one of many that cement his place in country music history. In addition to his chart-topping songs, Strait has sold more than 100 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling musicians of all time. He has earned numerous accolades, including multiple Grammy Awards and CMA Entertainer of the Year honors. Yet, despite his monumental success, George Strait remains down to earth, rarely indulging in the media frenzy that often surrounds superstars. He avoids tabloid attention and continues to let his music speak for itself, earning him a reputation as one of the most authentic and respected figures in the industry. A family man first. While George Strait's career brought him fame and fortune, he has always valued his family above all else. In 1971, Strait married his high school sweetheart, Norma Voss, in a quiet ceremony in Mexico, away from the public eye. Their relationship, founded on mutual respect and love, would prove to be a rock-solid foundation for George throughout his career. The couple's first child, Jennifer, was born in 1972, followed by their son, George Jr., or Bubba, in 1981. Despite his busy schedule, Strait always made sure to prioritize his family. His children, especially Jennifer, brought a sense of normalcy to his life, even as he became one of the biggest stars in country music. The tragic loss of Jennifer Strait. The Strait family's happiness was shattered in 1986 when their daughter Jennifer tragically passed away in a car accident at the age of 13. This devastating loss changed George Strait profoundly, and he withdrew from the public eye to grieve privately. The tragedy also inspired George and Norma to establish the Jennifer Lynn Strait Foundation, a charitable organization that helps children in need. Despite the personal heartache, George and Norma continued to support one another and remained committed to raising their son Bubba in a loving and supportive environment. The pain of losing Jennifer never fully faded, but it became a driving force for the Straits to give back to the community in her memory. Bubba Strait. A rodeo star, while George Strait became a music legend, his son Bubba chose a different path. Bubba pursued a career in rodeo, following in the footsteps of the many cowboys in Texas. He became a competitive team roper in the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, PRCA, and earned recognition for his skills in the sport. Bubba's journey was a testament to the family's strong connection to Texas traditions. In 2006, George had the proud opportunity to watch Bubba compete at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, where he cheered on his son before taking the stage himself for a performance. This moment captured the essence of George Strait's family values. It wasn't just about music or fame. It was about staying grounded and supporting one another through thick and thin. The farewell tour and continued legacy. In 2013, George Strait embarked on his farewell tour, The Cowboy Rides Away, marking the end of an era for his full-time touring. His final concert in Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium set a record with over 104,000 fans in attendance, making it the largest indoor concert in North American history. Despite his retirement from regular touring, Strait continues to perform at select events and residencies in Las Vegas and Texas. His music, legacy, and influence on country music are undeniable, and he remains an active figure in the industry, mentoring younger artists and helping to keep the spirit of traditional country alive. Strait's rare praise for Toby Keith. George Strait has always been known for his quiet and humble demeanor, but in recent years, he has spoken up about fellow country artist Toby Keith. Strait's words of admiration for Keith came as a surprise to many, given the latter's larger-than-life presence and outspoken personality in the country music world. Strait acknowledged that, despite their differing musical styles, Keith being more rock-infused and Strait staying with a neo-traditional country sound, the two shared a deep respect for the genre's storytelling tradition. Strait praised Keith's songwriting skills, noting how songs like Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue and American Soldier resonated deeply with listeners, especially for their patriotic themes. Toby Keith, a resilient artist and friend beyond Keith's music. Strait expressed admiration for Toby as a person. He fondly recalled moments they had shared at award shows and charity events, where Keith's generosity and humor left a lasting impression on him. Strait praised Keith for his unwavering work ethic and his resilience in the face of adversity, especially during his battle with stomach cancer. Strait noted that Toby didn't seek sympathy. He simply wanted to keep doing what he loved, writing songs, performing, and connecting with his fans. For Strait, this resilience was a testament to Toby's strength of character and his passion for the music he created. Reflecting on Toby Keith's legacy, at 73, George Strait looks back on his own career and the legacy of others in country music, particularly Toby Keith. Strait acknowledged the significant role Keith played in the evolution of the genre, helping to bring a new generation of listeners into country music with his bold, unapologetic style. Strait recognized that both he and Keith represented different eras of country music, but their shared love for the genre allowed them to shape its future together. For Strait, Keith's influence was undeniable. He brought a fiery edge to country music that was essential for keeping the genre dynamic and relevant, proving that there's room for a wide range of voices in country music. A final tribute to Toby Keith. The rare moment of George Strait speaking publicly about Toby Keith is a powerful tribute from one country legend to another. Strait's words were full of admiration and respect, not just for Keith's music, but for the man behind the songs. Strait's recognition of Keith's contributions to country music serves as a reminder that the genre is about more than fame or chart-topping hits. It's about heart, integrity, and storytelling. As George Strait looks back on his own illustrious career, he understands the importance of speaking from the heart while there's still time. In honoring Toby Keith, Strait not only pays tribute to a fellow Texan, but also reinforces the values that have defined his own life and career: loyalty to the craft, authenticity, and a deep sense of respect for his peers.